Okay, for our activity today, you get to bathe your dolly, or it could be another toy of yours if you want, but it can't have cloth on it because it doesn't work to put cloth in the water, okay? So, I'm going to give this baby a nice bath. You can use your sink, or you can use your bathtub, but maybe get some help from your mom, okay? Or your dad or somebody. Oh, everything has to go off, yep. Because we don't want to get all this wet, right? Okay, baby, in you go. Whoa. Ooh, is that warm? Get a little bit of soap. Give him a nice bath, yeah? There you go. Oopsie daisy. That's why your bathtub might work better. Or maybe when you take a bath, you can give her a bath. That's even easier, huh? Yeah. Get her nice and clean. Yep, in our story today, we have a story about somebody who's taken a bath, but it's kind of tricky. He's wondering, why does he have to do it exactly the way the guy tells him to do? Well, we'll find out in our story, okay? You can make sure that it's nice and clean. Maybe this is a good time to get a lot of your toys clean, but remember, it can't have fabric. It can't have material on it, otherwise that won't work very well. You make sure your mama helps you to decide what things you can bathe in, what things you can't. All right? Okay, you can play as long as you have time for it. I hope you practiced last week. Let's do the verse again. Here we go. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burdens I give you is light." Matthew 11:28-30. There we go. Okay, let's go through the whole thing now, okay? Here we go. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." Matthew 11:28-30. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to only do the actions. See if you can do the whole verse by just watching my actions, okay? Do it with me. Here we go. Did you get it? Let's go over it one more time. And then next week, I believe, might be the last week for this one. Are you ready? Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. Matthew 11:28-30. I hope you got that. Okay, let's pretend that Miss Natalie over here is Naaman. Naaman was a highly respected guy. You know what happened to him? Oh my goodness, look at all these funny spots on him. Let's pretend this is called leprosy, because he really did have leprosy. In the Bible, it tells us that leprosy was a very dreaded disease. That means nobody wanted to be near them. Social distancing, yeah, but really far, more than 6 feet, okay? So, what was he gonna do? He was so sad because his skin would turn white. Let's pretend they're white dots. And parts of maybe his fingers would fall off. It was really gross, just put it that way. Anyways, so there was a servant girl. Let's pretend I'm the servant girl. And she had heard of a great prophet named Elisha. And she knew that this prophet loved God and that he could help her. He could help Naaman. So, and Naaman really wanted to be healed, so she decided to go to Naaman's wife and say, you know what? I think if your husband goes to Elisha the prophet, that he could be healed. So the wife went to Naaman and says, you know, our servant girl says that maybe you could be healed. There's this prophet Elisha. It's worth a chance, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go. But you know what? This was a long ways away, so he had to travel a long way. But you know what? When you're that sick, you really want to be healed, right? So get your stuff together. And you also brought lots of gifts so that he could give this person gifts so that he would, you know, when he got healed, he had something to give him. So he got all ready and he went. But first of all, he went to the king and thought, do you think, king, do you think this is a good idea to go to this guy Elisha? Think it's a good idea? Yeah, okay. Well, if you get me a letter, you're going to give me a letter of recommendation. That means saying, okay, give it to Elisha, not Elisha, actually the king there, and then let's see what he says about it, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, you got the letter? Great, thanks. Okay, here you got it. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay, so we traveled far away, and came to the king, and he said, he gave him the letter, and the king said, what? You expect me to heal you? Who am I, God? It wasn't the answer he was really waiting for. But another guy said, hey, but I know this guy named Elisha. He lives over down there. Why didn't you try that? We're already here, we might as well go. So here we go. Let's knock on this door. Okay, let's pretend I'm the servant now, okay? I'm the servant. Hello, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone to heal me.
Elisha?
Yes.
Well, let me go talk to him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I got a message from Elisha. He says, go over down to the Jordan and bathe 7 times and you'll be healed.
Okay.
Now, Naaman was very upset. He was upset because Elisha didn't have the decency to come and even talk to him. Ugh. And then to say I have to go to that dirty river and bathe not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 7 times? Are you kidding me? He was disgusted. It's like, if I needed to take a bath, I would have gone in my clean waters where I live. Well, and his servant said to him, but Naaman, if it was something hard that you had to do, you would do it. But this is something easy. You might as well just try it. What does it hurt? Good idea?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, so he went over. Let's pretend that this is the Jordan River. It's a very dirty river. Okay, in he went. And he went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the spots were gone because he chose to do it God's way. Because God's way is perfect. Wow. God did another miracle. It wasn't the way Naaman expected. But look, he's healed. God's way is perfect.
Hi guys, it's craft time again. All right, so that was a great story. God was so merciful to Naaman, and he was told by Elisha to dip in the Jordan River 7 times. He wasn't happy about it, but finally he did it because God's way is perfect. So we're going to make a craft that shows Naaman dipping in the Jordan. So I have a styrofoam cup, and I cut out these blue papers, and I'm going to glue them on there because they look like waves. So you'll need your styrofoam cup, and you're going to put glue, and this glue works really good with the styrofoam cup. It really sticks. Okay, so there's my waves on there. You can see the waves from the water. Okay, put those on there, and then you're going to have, there's Naaman with all his leprosy. Remember the spots where the leprosy, he was very sick. Okay, so we're going to have a popsicle stick. We're going to glue Naaman to the popsicle stick like this. Yes, okay, and then you're going to want to poke a hole in the bottom of your styrofoam cup. So I'm going to use my popsicle stick. There we go. And I'm going to poke a hole. Okay, so now, do you remember how many times Naaman had to dip in the Jordan River? 7 times. So we're going to do it 7 times. Ready? It's not sticking. Hold on. Let me put a little more glue on here. And if your glue is not working, always use tape. I have a piece right here. That'll help hold it on. There. All right, there he is. Okay, we're gonna put him down in the water. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what happened when he went down the 7th time? He came up and he was clean.